Hi everyone, my name is Ivy and I'm an Usborne Books and More consultant, and I am making this video to go ahead and share some of my favorite books that Usborne does have. My son is 5 years old and my daughter is going to be 2, and I got into these books about 4 years ago when my son was just turning 1. He was born with a speech delay and fine motor delay and things like that, and I found just the love and comfort in these books, being able to read them to my son, and now having my son essentially read them to me is just phenomenal to me. So this whole company has really just brought so much education to our lives, and I couldn't thank them enough. So I am hopping on here today just to go ahead and show you some of my favorite books that Usborne has to offer. So I'm going to start with That's Not My series. That's Not My series is, we have so many different kinds of ones that we have. My daughter's favorite right now is That's Not My Princess. And probably That's Not My Unicorn too. She really enjoys that one as well. But essentially these books go through and it starts saying, that's not my princess. Her tiara is too bumpy. And the tiara is like a different feeling. So it's a sensory book. It's great for those little hands because it has thick pages, which is awesome. But it keeps going through that, that's not my princess, and that's not my princess, and that's not my princess. And then at the very end, goes, that's my princess. Her crown is so glittery. My daughter really loves these, and my son did too when he was when he was much younger. These are probably about for 6 months all the way up to 2-3 years. My daughter, like I said, she's 2 and she still loves just the sensory aspect of it. She loves just waiting to that end of the book of, okay, when is my princess coming? So these are great. We have so many different kinds. The new one I believe right now is That's Not My Lemur. That just came out this past spring. We have a bunch of sound books, which are my kids' still favorite. My son even loves this book, and he's 5. But the sound books are a lot of fun. You have to let me just turn it on here for you. Each page comes with like this little silver button that your child is going to go ahead and push. And this one's called Dance the Dinosaurs. So this one's really cute because it goes through and it can be very interactive with your kids. So this one says, stomp your feet like a stegosaurus. Stomp, stomp, stomp. So, of course, my kids get up and they start stomping around and they're just having a blast. They flap their wings like the pterodactyl. They twirl around and they roar like a T-Rex. So it's a lot of fun. And like I said, each page has that little silver button there that they're going to go ahead and push. And at the very end, they do all of them. So, of course, we're all dancing at the end of the story and having a big blast. Now, granted, before bedtime, I don't know if this is one you'd want to read to your kids because they're going to get all rowdy. But definitely, like, during the day, me and my kids, we just love reading this one. So many different sound books. We even have, like, calming music books, for bedtime so that they're much more calm. So, yeah, for sure. These are amazing. We also have the Don't Tickle My series, which is really, really nice. I don't have one in front of me, but that one's a nice one too because it's very similar to That's Not My series and it has sensory aspect. So not only do you feel it, but you go ahead and you tickle the animal on the page and it makes a noise. So my daughter really loves those as well. Nibbles. Everyone loves Nibbles. So ideally Nibble colors. We have Nibble colors, numbers, we have dinosaur hunt, monster hunt, all different kinds of Nibbles. This one is one of my favorite. It actually really taught my son his colors. This one's called Nibble Colors. And it goes through, tells a really cute story. You always have to let Nibble out of his cage. And it goes through all the colors of the rainbow, which is really nice. And at the very end, you make a rainbow. So, of course, my son, and he's eating through the pages, as you can't see here. I can go back. So as he's going, he's eating through the pages. He's nibbling through the book, and he's making a rainbow out of it. So my son now, every time we read this, I'm always like, what's that color on the page? And then he kind of tells me, and he reads along with me. Same thing with my daughter. She just really enjoys Nibbles. And then at the very end, he hops through the book, and you can start it all over again. We just came out with a Nibbles Christmas this past year, and let me tell you, that was a really cute book as well. And It's honestly at this point, my kids just like it so much, and they just think it's so much fun that Nibbles is going through the pages of the book. We have a brand new one called Feed the Animals. This is one like Usborne's really never had before. It's very adorable. So in the back here, there's a little bit of a slide here that your little pieces come out. And as you read through, you're going to feed the animals' bellies. My kids love these. Like I said, they're 5 and 2, but just the idea of it's interactive. They get to go ahead and put all the pieces up top here through the book, and they're feeding the animals as they're going. It's an adorable story. Let me just get this opened up here. It's so cute. If you've ever seen the reusable sticker books that we have too, which are a lot of fun, it reminds me of the characters in those books. That you can go ahead, like All Better is a really good popular Usborne book that the animals all get boo-boos, and you have to put Band-Aids on them as you read through. So this one's very similar, but you're just feeding the animals. So you go through, and ideally each animal tells a little story, and you have to feed them, and you have to make sure that you get them in the little pocket. Then at the very end, so you don't lose the pieces, you go ahead and the parent just pulls this back out, and you can put the pieces back for next time. Very fun, interactive book. I really enjoy this one. Another brand new one that we have that just came out in the spring is In the Jungle. We have, this one is really cool because as you can see, it moves with the page. My son loves this one. He's like, wait a second, how'd that just happen? Like, you go to close the book, it's red. You open it, it's green. Oh my goodness. But each page has a fun little different transition. Oh my god, that one just turned in there. That's so cool. The turtle, and then it hides inside its shell. So my son really enjoyed this one, going through. It just transitions with the page, which is really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. Lift and Flap series. A lot of people love our Lift and Flap series. We have so many different educational ones as well. This one here is actually brand new. It's called Why Should I Share? Having 2 toddlers, I think you all can understand why I'm like, it's very important to share. But this one's really cool. It goes through, and as you can see, has little flaps all throughout the page. A lot of our Lift and Flap series have over at least 150 flaps. It's very, very cool. So this one goes through, and it says, why should I share? Well, why should I share? And then it kind of explains why. Well, who should I share with? I just love the illustrations in the books as well. They're just so pretty. Should we try to share everything? And of course, the answers are all under the flaps. And then why do some have more than others? That's a good question. And can sharing help the world? What else can we share? And then, of course, my son, he just loves my daughter. I have to be very careful with her because she still likes to rip things. But my son, he's really gentle, and he really likes to go ahead and look under the flaps and see the answers. So he's really intrigued in these books right now. But this one I got because I really think every toddler should learn how to share. So I'm hoping this book helps. Why do I have to go to bed? That's another one that my kids don't like to do. So I got this one mainly because I'm trying to read it right before bed. Like, hey, this is time to go to bed, and this is why. So it's all different kind of questions, like, why do I have to go to bed? Why can't I sleep here, like with mom and dad? It says, where do animals go to bed? So that's kind of fun. Oh, what's the point of naps if I have to go to bed at night? And why is the dark at bedtime? Top bedtime tips. And then that kind of gives like the parents some tips on bedtime. So I thought this one was really neat. My kids, sometimes they do not want to go to bed. So I thought this would be a fun one to read with them. I love the Lift and Flap series. We have so many different ones. Question and answers. It just is really educational for your kid to read. I also want to show you activities. Who doesn't like activities? We do have not just books, we have puzzles as well. My daughter loves this one. It's just a 2-piece puzzle, so it's for that younger generation. And it comes with a little book, which is awesome. But there are 8 2-piece jigsaw puzzles, and I can go ahead and open this for you. But my daughter, it just practices matching skills and also just coordination to go ahead and get those pieces together. And so you see it has like just a bunch of different little 2-piece puzzles here. And then it comes with a little book explaining each animal, which is a lot of fun. Like, what is a starfish? So she enjoys those. I think I bought every single one of the 2-piece ones because she really enjoys it. And then my son, he's a little older now. We do have all the way up to 300-piece puzzles, but this one's the 25-piece puzzle. He's going into kindergarten this September, which I can't even believe. But this one, go ahead and it explains the alphabet. We have numbers, we have colors, all different kinds. I liked this one a lot. We haven't played with this one yet, but I figured it will help. As you can see, all the puzzle pieces come in a plastic bag, and then it comes with a book as well. And it's my alphabet book. So it goes through and just go through your alphabet. You know, E is for Easter eggs, and it goes through. And then as you're reading the book, you can go ahead and put the puzzle piece together. A lot of fun. It's interactive. Instead of playing with Play-Doh or whatever, you know, why not read a book, practice your ABCs, and make a puzzle out of it. So, other activity books that we do have is we have our stainless glass. These are a lot of fun, and I gave them to grandparents for Christmases, Mother's Day, birthdays, all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot of fun. So this one we didn't use yet, but they're monsters. And you just use some colored pencils or markers. You'll go ahead and color the page. And then if you hold it up to the glass or the windows, they're like stainless glass. So it's a lot of fun. Little coloring book. But then you can also have it just throughout your house, which is fun. Magic painting books. Absolutely one of my kids' favorite. It's really easy. All you need is water, which is awesome. So easy cleanup, right? No paint, no nothing like that they're going to get all over themselves. If anything, they're going to get wet with water. But it's really fun. This one's dinosaurs. You can just see the illustration on these too, which are just so beautiful. But it comes with this flap. So you can go ahead and lay one, if you put the flap behind it here, it won't bleed through to the next page, which is nice. And then all you need is water. You can also just rip them out too if you really want to. And then the color just comes to life. My kids love these, both of them do. I had to get almost every single one just because they just like them so much. Wipe and Clean series. Absolutely love these. It really helps practice penmanship. Learning, you know, I got this one for my son. We haven't done this one yet, but it's Get Ready for School, ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. These markers last a very, very long time. But as you can see, I just open up here. It just goes through your numbers, and it helps some of these too, if I hold it up closer, trace the rainbow, or trace the balloon, trace the butterfly, trace the bee, so that you're practicing writing. I really enjoy this, and plus then you're just also educating them as you're doing it. So, a lot of fun. And then all you do is you wipe it clean, you start all over again. So it's a great practice book. Sticker books is the last activity I'm going to show you guys, and I'm just going to show you a few more books that are our favorites. But we do have little sticker books. Absolutely love them. The brand, one of our newest ones is Little Stickers Easter. Since Easter's coming up, I thought I would show you this one. This is for just younger ones like my daughter. She loves stickers. Each sticker book comes with at least anywhere from 150 to 250 stickers. And I really like this one too because we can play an Easter egg hunt with the stickers. So you can see just, it tells a little story up top, and then you go ahead and you get the stickers and you just place them wherever you want. So in this one, you could always play like a little Easter egg hunt. And I thought that would be a lot of fun. So I have one of each for my kids' Easter baskets. So I figured, great, that'll be awesome. Another brand new sticker book. This one's a little bit for older kids. We do have other sticker books that are much for older kids, like 7 or 8 year olds. This one's probably for my son's age, for around 5. But first sticker book's My Friends. So I figured since he's starting school, he's going to be making lots of friends. So why not have a sticker book explaining what friends are? I really enjoy this one. Like it says, this one comes with 150 stickers, but it even has blank pages too that you can go ahead and, you know, color and whatever you want to do. But just a bunch of different stickers, telling stories, hanging out with friends. I thought that was great. Phonics. I love phonics. And let me tell you, when my son, well, he still has a speech delay, but he's doing much better. He's speaking 4 or 5 syllable sentences. He's doing fantastic. He's reading with me. Phonics really helped. I love phonics. At the end of each book, it tells you what phonics is. It helps educate the parent, which is amazing. And at the very back too, it has a QR code. So if you don't feel like reading to your kids some night, which let's face it, we're all extremely tired because we're parents, we go ahead, you can scan that and it reads the book for you, which is awesome. So this one's the brand new one called Owl in the Towel. I really enjoyed this one. My grandmother, when she was alive, she loved owls. So I was like, oh my God, this one would be perfect to get and read about. But I can read the first page for you to understand the concept. It says, look, who can fly high in the sky, then scoop down to the ground? It's Super Owl. Her cape's a towel. How great that she's around. So ground, around, towel, owl, a lot of rhyming words. And what I'll do is when my son gets, a little bit more advanced, which he is now, but I'll go ahead and stop. I'll point to towel, he'll say it, or I'll point to owl, point to the words that rhyme. At the very end of the book too, it says about phonics. What is phonics? It educates the parent, kind of like how do you start reading? How do you end the reading? How are you supposed to be reading it to your child? So very cool books. They have an entire library of over like 50 of them. So I really enjoy these books a lot. Shine the Light series is a fun interactive series that Usborne has. Each page, this one's called The Human Body. And I got this one because my son keeps asking questions. So why not educate, right? So it's really cute, but it tells a little bit of a story, and then there's a little lengthy for my 5-year-old. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably for like 7 or 8-year-olds. But we go through, we read the story, and then you shine the light behind here, which I don't have a light to show you, but it will show you the little baby inside the belly. So if you shine the light behind you here, you'll see the little baby inside her belly, and then on the other side too, it tells you, what the baby is and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. This is talking about your skeleton. So behind these two little kids here, if you shine the light, it shows your skeleton. Very cool. Another one I really like too is, if I can find it. Oh yeah. So this one here, this guy is just talking about all of his veins and muscles and stuff. And when you shine the light, you can see all his vascular system. It's just really cool. In the Body is a really neat shine light book, but we have so many other kinds as well. Very educational. Our newest ones are Going to School and also Getting Sick and Feeling Better. So it's very educational and it's a lot of fun. And they love shining that flashlight behind those pages to see what is going to appear. Another cute new book that we have is a picture. This is a picture book, but it's called Big Dog, Little Dog. We have 2 dogs in our house. Absolutely love this book. It's very cute. It's talking about introducing a new dog to a dog that's already been there. We all know how that can happen. So, but this big dog was there first, and they get a little dog, and the big dog's not happy about it. So he goes ahead and he tries to get little dog in trouble, just like siblings do. And at the very end, he gets in trouble, and then he has to apologize to the little dog. It's a really cute story. And at the end, Big Dog and Little Dog become best friends. And then all of a sudden he realizes he's not lonely anymore because he has a best friend. So it's really cute. I love the illustrations in this book. It just teaches you don't be mean to others, and also just have a best friend, and they get to play at the end. So how to share. Exactly, a good book for sharing as well. But Big Dog, Little Dog is really cute story. Some for our older kids as well, picture books that we have. This one's called Wheels, all about transportation. This is one of our newer books. I just got this one because my son loves Hot Wheels, cars, anything construction, anything like that. So this one's cool. It just goes through and it tells you all about different transportation cars. Hard to flip the pages upside down here, but it goes through fast cars. I know it goes through construction cars, race cars, all different transportation, electrical, gas cars. So honestly, a very cool book. My son hasn't really read this one yet, but I figured he just loves anything transportation. So this one would be a great one for him in a little bit. We also have just some educational books as well, which is great. This one is called Explore America's National Parks. I've actually read this one for myself because I was very intrigued. I've been to a lot of national parks. I travel quite frequently, actually. And I was very surprised on some of them that I haven't been to. And I'm like, oh, wow, like Montana has a national park. I never knew that. So obviously Grand Canyon, you know, like the famous ones that you do know, but it does go through and it just tells you all the different national parks, which I thought was a lot of fun. And they even date back to, like, you know, let's see, what is the very first one here? Like, it's very educational and historical too. But like 1864, President Abraham Lincoln signed to protect California's One Valley, and then they made it a national park. I mean, I didn't know that, but yeah, it's just really neat. Just gives you all different education, like what birds are in the national parks, you know, and I just thought that was really cool. This one is Welcome to Glacier National Park. I've never actually been to that one, but it gives you just all facts about Glacier National Park. I like to travel, so I actually got that one kind of for myself. I thought that would be really cool to see all the national parks one day. Just real quickly before I hop off here, I just want to show you a little bit more older kids stuff, some chapter books, things like that we do have. This one is probably for about ages 5 to 6. School of Monsters. This is my new favorite book to read to my son every night. I love it. It comes in a series of 5, and I believe they're only like $30. But it's called School of Monsters, Jamie Lynn's birthday treat. And it says, "Hello, you. Oh, please don't look inside the pages of this book. Turn around and quickly run. The School of Monsters has begun." It goes through. I'll read a little bit. "Jamie Lee sure likes to eat. Today, she's baked a special treat. She's packed a box with all she's made to share with some monsters in her grade. Teacher Ted says, 'This won't do. Your box is twice the size of you.'" So as you can see, and they're all lit up purple here, it's do, you, very nice rhyming words. The illustrations in these books are really cute and adorable. And then at the very end too, I just think they're so cute. Like, the monsters are so adorable in these books. And my kids just love these books. They're funny. They make them laugh. But at the end, there's a whole bunch of sight words. Love it. My son right now, like, I'll point to him and it tells you where to start. The green is start, next level is orange, and well done is red. And you go ahead and you point to it and he'll say the words, which is just phenomenal. In the beginning, he wasn't doing that. But now that we've read like all 5 a ton of times, he is reading them at the end of the story. So it's so cool to actually see that like working. Love School of Monsters. I highly recommend it, especially around Halloween time. What a great Halloween gift that would be for kids. Another one we have is Billy and the Mini Monsters. I got this one over Christmas time because I thought it looked so cute. There's so many other ones that we have. As you can see, it has a little bit more illustration and the words are a little bit more lengthy than the School of Monsters series. But it's still, you know, pretty manageable. I would say these are anywhere ages, you know, 6 to 8. These books would be a lot of fun. They do have some illustrations in there. And Billy and his mini monster friends go on an adventure. And this one's about Christmas. So I really enjoy these, but there's so many other ones as well that we do have. The Hey Jack series as well. We do have Billy B. Brown as well. For the girls, you can see this is a little bit of a chapter book, but it's more for like ages 4 to 8. Definitely a little bit more manageable to read. I would still have to read this to my son, but it also does have little chapters, which I thought was cute too. So it gets you used to reading chapter books, but they're not too advanced. And as you can see there, I like the Hey Jack series a lot. And then a little bit more of an advanced one would be like Vlad the Worst Vampire. Love this story. I actually read, we have 4, it comes in a series of 4, which I do have these to show you. So it comes in a series of 4. And it's just about, you know, Vlad is supposed to be like this vampire, but he's the worst vampire ever because he has a bunch of human friends. Super cute. But as you can see, it's a little bit more of a chapter book for kids. These are probably anywhere from ages 7 to 9, but it's still a really adorable little story book. And I'm just waiting for my son to get a little bit older so I can go ahead and read him this book. Really cute. Totally love it. That is really the only chapter books that I personally do have until my kids get much older. But there's just so many. We even have adult books, which is really cool as well. Cookbooks, anything like that, you name it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to go through and show you some of our favorites, a variety of things that we have, and some of the favorites that are in our household as of right now. I just could recommend books for days. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. And if you guys ever have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to ask or reach out to me. That is what I'm here for. So you guys all have a blessed day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye now.